Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Now, let us start. The first novel we have. The story is about Lee Hyun-wook, a man with the ability to control steel, who failed to protect the world from destruction. He is given a chance to go back to his military days and prevent the world from being destroyed again. The story involves an army, hunters, regression, and a desire to become a hero. The rating for the story is 82. On to the next novel we have. The story is about a rebellious girl named Zhang Yansheng who wasted her life in her past because of her scumbag father and stepmother. When she is reborn back to high school, she decides to study hard and become a qualified heir of her family's business. She also tries to win the fight against her stepmother and half-brother who are actually devils. The story also includes a potential marriage proposal from the prince of the Yu family. The overall rating for the story is 84. On to the next novel we have. The Lazy King is a novel about a character who has reincarnated into a different world and becomes a demon lord. The character enjoys being lazy and does not value hard work or virtues like glory and honor. The reviewer gives the novel a rating of 86. On to the next novel we have. The reincarnated villain makes the heroines tearfully beg for forgiveness is about Lin Yan, a heavenly emperor who was defeated by the male lead and 10 female leads. He awakens a power to rewrite his past and begins to do so. As a child, he protected and fed one of the female leads, Xiao Yanren, and later married another heroine, Xiao Mei. He rose to become the heavenly emperor, but his actions were misunderstood by the world. The story explores Lin Yan's past actions and how he seeks forgiveness from the heroines. The rating for the story is 86. On to the next novel we have. The title of the content is 2000 Years of Magic History in My Head, and the author has rated it 82. The description of the content tells the story of Kong Min Hyuk who gains a high-level magical civilization and experiences a significant change. On to the next novel we have. The title is Sense, and the rating is 82. The description explains the concept of procedural memory, which helps with tasks without conscious awareness, and introduces a doctor named Park Do-wook who can use other people's procedural memory. This unique treatment is the focus of the story. On to the next novel we have. The protagonist in My Longevity Simulation must navigate a world where immortality is nearly impossible and the immortal realm is plagued. However, he gains a supreme treasure that allows him to reverse time, and he embarks on an endless path to immortality. He ascends through politics in his second life but cannot find the immortal path. In his third life, he is ultimately killed by an immortal sword. The protagonist, Li Fan, is determined to achieve immortality and will continue to pursue it throughout his numerous lives. The rating for this simulation is 92. On to the next novel we have. The title of the story is Become a Star, and it has a rating of 82. The story is about an actor named Chai Woo-jin who discovers he has lived 999 past lives and follows his journey towards his dreams. On to the next novel we have. The article discusses a Sherlock Holmes-based game called Villain Maker where the player can fulfill the probability of Professor Moriarty's appearance. The game includes different scenarios such as becoming that man, for Holmes, completing a sham marriage with Watson, and getting kidnapped by the phantom thief Lupin. The author criticizes the game's development and rates it 82. On to the next novel we have. The story, Rise of the Legendary Emperor, is about a man seeking revenge on a powerful kingdom in a world ruled by humans. Unlike typical hero tropes, the story avoids collecting women and saving everyone, and instead introduces an evil force from ancient times. The author rates the story 82. On to the next novel we have. The Rebirth of Evelyn Knox is a story about a girl who is given a second chance in a different world after her death. She is determined to live a happy life and repay some favors. Although she is surprised by the world of fantasy and her family's situation, she remains cool and collected with a clear plan, but it remains to be seen if everything will go according to her plan. The reviewer gave the story a rating of 82. On to the next novel we have. The Runesmith is a story about a man who is transported to a magical world and uses his knowledge of hardware technology to navigate his new surroundings. He faces challenges as the fourth son in a society where status and power are determined by stats and skills. The story invites the reader to join his journey and see how he adapts to this new world. The book has received a rating of 84. On to the next novel, we have Leveling with the Gods, is about a character named Kim Yu-won who gains incredible strength but ultimately experiences despair. However, he is given a chance to return to the past and climb the tower again to fight against ancient evils. The rating is 84. On to the next novel, we have the book, Life Hunter, is about a legendary man named Remain Blade who is feared by all. An old god tells him he has been killed by mistake and offers him a chance to start a new life with a younger body in a place where fantasies are reality. The story follows the most legendary human, who people call the Kind Demon. The reviewer gave it a rating of 82. On to the next novel, we have Doomsday Wonderland, is a novel about a woman named Lin Sanju who realizes her boyfriend is trying to kill her as the world devolves into an apocalyptic hellhole. She must survive multiple worlds with different end-world scenarios and meet superpowered crazies. The novel subverts tropes and features non-op characters with a female-friendly label. Humans evolved into post-humans with abilities to adapt to the new world or mutate into duolojongs to survive. Lin Sanju struggles to make sense of this new world and just live one more day. On to the next novel, we have The Academys Barbarian is a story about a warrior from a barbarian tribe who enters Arson Academy, the best educational institution on the continent known for nurturing many talented people. I gave it a rating of 84. On to the next novel, we have the book titled Beware of Chicken, is about a character named Jin Ru who wished to become a cultivator but dies and is reincarnated. The protagonist decides to avoid the challenges of cultivating and fight against arrogant young masters and heavenly tribulations, choosing instead to leave the situation altogether. The book receives a rating of 84. On to the next novel, we have the novel, Back to the Sixties, is about a woman named Lin Ching-hee who transmigrates into a non-viable 1960s era and becomes one of its cannon fodders. She is not worried about the lack of supplies since she has a personal interspatial space filled with supplies. However, she remembers that her 3 sons will become villains in the future and their upright and cold dad will meet an unfortunate ending. Lin Ching-hee decides to give the 3 future villain sons half of a big white bun first. On to the next novel, we have a former demon lord who lost to a group of heroes is reborn into the past and vows to live a kind life. This is the story of his journey. The reviewer gave it a rating of 84. On to the next novel, we have the title of the book is Reincarnation Paradise, and the reader gave it a rating of 92. The story follows a young man named Su Xiao who seeks revenge for his family's death. As he is dying, he is given the opportunity to be reincarnated and becomes a hunter. He travels through different worlds, including One Piece, Tokyo Ghoul, Naruto, and more, completing dangerous missions and leveling up. That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.